Episode starts when Cain has to arrive to meet with the king, and he is shocked to listen. He is with the first king. Cain elaborates on his hazardous training in the world of King, who has created another world and leaving here. Back-to-back shocks widen their mouth. Also, he reveals that he has fought with vicious monsters and that training is approximately 5 years long. King and Eric are still startled because he has lost for a few days, but he is proclaiming to have 5 years of training. To make them believe, Cain makes them see Katana's sword Yuya gave them. By watching a sword, which is supposed to be used by the king, they are compelled to believe him. Eric also updates him about the entrance of the Adventure Guild and that he must take part. If he doesn't, then his name will be cancelled. This news has made him shout. To secure his rank adventurer position, he moves to Eden. Cain discloses that he is messed up with many challenges or hurdles, and that's why he couldn't join. Eden shares her sister's concern about him, who is getting mad for not finding her. By ignoring his conversation about his sister, he is persistent about a rank adventure cancellation. As he has already told him to join the quest to grab this offer, it's limited time. So, he asks him to join the quest, and Cain has no option except to move on his demand. His task is to catch the bandits and share their list. According to his exceptional task, this is nothing before him. With the teleportation, he has reached the forest and waiting for the thieves. Through flying, he has seen some bandits who have captured 2 girls and 1 gentleman. When he notices them closely, he realizes they are his masters. Master Nina and Master Millie are ready to teach this bastard lesson. But Master Millie is injured. That's why he heals her with his healing power, and her power is boosted up watching Cain with her. She knows now they are not going to hurt them. Bandits are making fun of Cain because they judge him by his size. Soon, Cain teaches them a lesson without removing the cover of the sword. In a blink of an eye, he has tossed them to the ground, and they are not eligible enough to stand up. Parma's father is obliged to save their life. He updates us about the quest from this side of the Adventure Guild. By hearing this, his master's mouth widens because the quest is given to those who are at the upper level of sea adventure. They know that Cain has a bright future, but they need to learn he is so fast in gaining success. He can blast another bomb on her by showing them a level Adventure Gold card. Now, they are astonished, and Cain reveals the continuous challenge that has made him reach this stage. On the other hand, Parma's father is concerned about these thieves that how they need to deal with them. Cain has a solution to this problem and has bound them and taken them to the guild. Before this, he remembers to drop Parma's father at home. Here Parma discloses Cain is barren, and his master is ashamed for calling him Cain. They can't treat him as her friend because he is a notable personality. Cain tells her to treat him as usual because he is still her student. In overjoy, Master Millie pushes him on her breast. After freeing himself, Cain prefers to flee from here, and his masters also accompany him. When he submits the bandits in the guild, she is astonished that he has wind up his quest so soon. Apart from this, so vagabonds again torment Millie and offers her to accompany him. Millie ignores him, but he is persistent and about to put his hand on her shoulder. Just then, Cain appears and holds his hand. Also, he warns him not to harass his master. Firstly, they have considered him a child, but soon, they can recall a previous encounter with him where he has beaten them to death. They are scared and back off. Here, Claude and Lena arrive and notice a strong aura coming. No wonder he is Cain, but what he is doing here is, Cain introduces them to his friends, plus the teacher. It's Cain's turn to be shocked because Millie is Claude's sister. Millie explains him she has been tutoring Cain since he was 5, and he has already mentioned this in the letter. This is an incredible coincidence, so Claude wants to drink alcohol. Lena hits him with her stick because he has brought up an excuse for drinking again. Despite this, they start drinking, and Millie shares the event where Cain has protected them. Nina discloses that he has gained the level of adventure, so this is nothing before him. Claude is taken aback because he is only 12 years old. But he shouldn't be surprised because Cain is an extraordinary child. He has already given him a tough time in the entrance exam. And everyone is shocked to hear this, especially Millie. More is needed. Nina reveals the Baron title. Lena and Claude are worried because they have been rude to him. But Cain has already forgotten about it because he considers them friends. They are excited to know how he has gained so much power. But Cain is not allowed to disclose the secret of acquiring training in the hands of God. Aside from this, Nina and Millie show them their bags, which Cain gifts. He has gifted them by killing the red and green monster. Excitedly, Lena asks how many things she can keep in this. When Nina exposes that they can keep a complete mention then, she pleads with Cain to make one for her. Cain is ready to prepare for her, and she hugs him in pleasure. As she can't hold the drink, she faints in Cain's arms. Claude calms him down because she will forget everything tomorrow. Just then, he shouts because he needs to go to school tomorrow. and he can't miss these classes because he has already missed the previous week. Claude thinks that he is from the royal class and has extraordinary strength, so he is unsuitable for the school, because he has learned all the things from here. Contrarily, Cain thinks that there are many things left, and he can learn from here, but they are still concerned about him. By watching his passion for his studies, Nina wants to hug him, but he has escaped by giving the excuse of school, and they want to help him out. At the same time, Rita arrives, worried about the school's instructor. The current instructor has been injured, so she is locating a substitute. Something clicks in Claude's mind, and he asks her to give more details. In the magical class, students are asked to hit the dot before them with all their power. Cain is planning to show his power in this class, but she forbade Cain to do something because his power level was beyond the beginner level. Only he can see the student while doing magic, and Cain has become depressed. Because this order is not limited to this class, all classes are included in this rule. His friends are keeping an eye on him and feeling pity for him. Therefore, they have decided to act upon the plan to help him put. In the sword class, the teacher is taking the class, and Cain is excited about it. When his teacher introduces the students to a new instructor who will teach them something new. And these instructors are not other than Claude and his master. Claude and Lena are from the Adventure. On the other hand, Millie and Nina are from C Adventure to teach them. Claude tells all the students to keep their adventure cards on the table. All students have kept their cards except Cain. Cain hesitates about keeping the card because it can create a mess in the class. He has the card of a level adventurer, but his fellows are beginners. As he has no option, he tells Claude he has forgotten the card. Claude's reprimanded him for not having the card and learned the importance of the card. Also, he instructs him to remember the card ever again. After this, he tells his team to show up the trump card of their plan. Now, they're in the battleground where he wants to enjoy the mock battle with Claude. But students need to give him a turn to do something. Then he decides to aim at the board with his magical power. Still, he is not allowed. In reality, they have made a plan to become the hero in the eyes of the students. They are knocking down the students one by one. In the end, they will give Cain a chance to show his ability to overpower them. When he beats him down, he will become a hero for the whole school. But time is running up, and he is waiting for his turn. Just then, a student asks him to stand in the queue. When he looks at the line, it's huge, and he is desperately waiting for his turn. Claude is tossing their swords with a single blow, and students accept their failure and move forward. At last, it's Cain's turn, and he is ready for the fight. The bell rang when their swords were about to fight each other. Because the time is over for that extra class, his friends are depressed because their plan has gone wrong. Claude encourages him because they can fight another time. But the teacher updates them that they need more money to hire the instructor for the extra class. Cain has messed up in the class, so the school has to bear the consequences. That's the reason they need more money to spend on the instructor. Hearing this, Cain is pissed off and steps inside the forest. He is mad at Claude, who hasn't allowed him to fight with him. In wrath, he is creating a fire bowl and throwing everywhere. Even a dragon appears before him, but he slays the dragon with a single blow, and creates a fire rain with his power. Apart from this, soldiers think that the Prince of Darkness has arrived. So, they move to the forest, and Cain's father leads them. Luckily, Cain is feeling better and moves from here by throwing his handkerchief here. His father has arrived here and found a huge hole with a handkerchief belonging to his son. The following day, Cain is called by the king, who updates him about the destruction made by the Prince of Darkness. To deal with him, they have decided to take help from the other continent. But Cain hesitantly asks them not to do so. Here King has become suspicious and asks the reason not to do so. Cain doesn't want to reveal the secret but can't lie without asking. With an apology, he has exposed himself as a culprit. His father is also scolding him for creating the mess in the forest. He is listening to him because it's his fault. So, he is again and again apologizing. Watch this left video and subscribe to Annie Summary for more anime recaps.